losing your head.
Uh-oh.
What'd you jump for?
I don't know. I got to jumping. Go ahead. Do
it. What's up, guys? Oh, my God. You got sound effects going off. We got our producers on the road. She didn't make it to her house yet. So this ought to be real fun, real interesting. We've got fan people. We got other racers. We got all kinds of people going to be on here tonight. If you got any questions, if you got something you want to ask us, personal, racing, whatever it is, feel free. Jump in, DM, get in the comments. We'll try to put you on. We'll try to get you in the comment section. We're going to try to get you on here so you can ask some of the most personal questions or some of the drag racing questions you can ask, and I'm going to try to tell the truth.
And
what do you think?
I mean, we can find out if Bob's taking a nap. He's in bed early. We got all kinds. If you got a question, you can ask. Hey, you don't know if Travis is selling jewelry today, whatever. Just ask.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. So, Boosted Bullshit presented by CJW Solutions. My man Chad Wright. He is the man. He is the modern day racing junk. If you old guys remember racing junk, you used to go on there and find stuff kind of like Craigslist, kind of like where Marketplace is taking over. He's kind of taking it to the next level. You get on there, you can see what he's got for sale. He's teamed up with a lot of big companies. He's got Proline, he's got Resolute Racing, he's got Todd Tutterow and them with Tide Drive guys. A lot of anything you want on there. I called him this week. I needed a few things. He put the word out. He's just a logistic guy. You know, he can get out there and get anything you really need for the racing world. Doesn't matter if it's bracket racing, pro mod, semi trucks, whatever you're looking for.
Anything racing.
That's right. That's right.
I think he's been selling some tractor pulling stuff, dirt track stuff. He'll if he's got it, if it says race, he's got it.
That's right. That's right. So, I mean, can't be more happier. He's been sponsoring this deal from day one, back when me and you just got on here and talked about how shitty we were racing. But now, you know, he's on here full time. He's got a full time gig. Chad's super nice guy. Like you say, if you need anything, like I needed one of those keg deals that you guys use to check the track and stuff. I kind of been behind the times and using the old
twist your foot.
Oh, twist your foot. And I've always been pretty good at it, no doubt in my mind. But, you know, I'm at that point now where I feel like I need to put a number on it where I can send one of my guys up there and he can kind of give me because I can't always leave the trailer. So what is wrong with your headphones? I
got this one up because my mic, this deal ain't working, right? I'm not hooked in. So I'm listening to it on the computer and then I can still hear something in this one. So look, this is how the DJs do it on when they're doing the shit on it. Squeaky, 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 squeaky. I can do all that shit, man.
So yeah. So again, check out CJW Solutions, Chad Wright, get on there. He can find what you need. So, you know, I've been working, you've been working, we're getting ready for Turkey Day. We decided to come on here. We've got a really big show planned for Snowbirds coming up. stop one of the DI Winter Series. Snowbird's been happening for a long time, like 30 years. This race has been going on. I've been going down there since I started pro mod racing back when we had 7-8 cars. But we're going down there. We got a big show planned for Monday. We're going to have some floating guests in and out. We're going to have a lot of big names coming in. So it's kind of going to be reverse of what this is. So there we're going to have some live guests come in. They're going to be coming in. It's going to be mainly drivers. Maybe some tuners will stop by. And it's just going to be guys that are coming in. We're going to ask them some personal questions. We're going to get them, wherever we need to be. Anybody here.
Right.
So
I guess we all live. Pro Modern won't know if anybody's here. I guess. Hell, I can't tell. We got 44 viewers right now, Pro Modern.
Well, there's 44 here. Yeah, there you go.
See
the hard part is when we went to YouTube, we have these crazy YouTube names on here. So like when it's Facebook, your Facebook name pops up. So I know who, NC Pro. Well, I know who NC Pro Modder is, but I mean it comes up whoever. But now when it comes on here, look at Bruce Mullins.
Bruce Mullins is in house. Yeah, all the YouTube names got me confused. I look up there, I don't know some of them when they start commenting.
Some of you guys got some crazy YouTube names like Mac Jack 35 and Snack Attack 60. So that kind of thing. So we're going to get started. We got some guests that want to come on. Some of them you've probably heard about before. Some of them you probably have not. These are going to be some questions. Me and King do not know the questions. We have not pre-read the questions. We don't know what they're going to be. I had some guys reach out to me. It was kind of a last-minute deal putting this stuff together. but we just wanted to get something out here before we go to Snowbirds and to kind of give all the fans a guess at what we're, a time to ask us questions. So anybody got anybody ready there, Jess?
There come Robert Richard on.
What up, guys?
What happened? Oh, yeah.
How's it going?
Good. You would think for somebody that has photography, you'd have a little better camera. I'm just going to say that.
Hey, this was a last minute deal, man. I got nothing going on. I had to get my other computer out.
Oh, God.
Look, Pro Modder's in the background wiping his off, make sure his shit's clean.
All right.
So I guess first question here. Besides you guys, of course, who's the biggest person that you got to watch out for coming up at Snowbirds when it comes to eliminations?
Go first, King Daddy.
I'm going to go with Ken Cortuccio. He's they call him a serial killer for a reason. And, his performance speaks for itself.
Yep. So Snowbirds is kind of a weird deal. And let me explain to you why Snowbirds is different. Snowbirds, we've raced all year, so we kind of all know what we got. So there's no new stuff coming out. There's a few new cars coming out, but not like it is when we start back over with US Street or the World Series of Pro Mod. Snowbirds, you kind of know what going in, what everybody's got, so it's not going to be a super huge surprise. There's a lot of big names on that list. I don't really know who would be the one I would watch out for the most. Nobody would have picked Kai Kelly last year. I think if you'd have went back and looked because he came in new. I'm going to say Ethan Stedding. I would say he's going to be hard to watch. I think he's going to be a good watch.
He impressed a lot of people at the iTrace race for sure.
Yep. I think him and Ty will be tough to deal with. I think Ty's coming off a streak, winning the championship. I don't think Jimmy Taylor's coming off. He's running his mouth a lot, and he's got a lot of press. And but I think once you get into that legal race mode where the track temp changes, you're not just going up there at optimal times. We got to go up there whenever they call us. So it's not going to be perfect. I think you're going to have a lot of turbo guys. I think we're going to have 5 or 6 this time. So there's been a little animosity between some of them. So that's kind of good because they're kind of fighting amongst each other. You're going to have some guys with some newer combinations like Randy Weatherford's coming out with the 4.9 and the Hearts. I think the new 4.9 Pro Line motor with a screw is going to be there. Stevie laid down an awesome number with Frigo's car at Rockingham a couple of weeks ago. So that's a new deal. I got some new stuff coming out. So I think you're going to see it. Rudolph got a brand new car. He's got a new Pro Charger combination. He ran really well at Orlando. So I think you're going to see, I think the man that wins this race will be the man that can put up a solid time. Pay attention. So the guy who can be solid every qualifier. If he's now, I'm not talking about fast. I'm just talking about solid. If he's in the top 5 low ET every run, then that's the man you got to watch for.
Can't forget Mark. Can't think Mr. Mickey. He's been number 1 at every race last year in the Winter Series, so you can't leave him out of there.
Yep. So what's your
Speaking
next?
about
Other questions? Yeah.
Number 1 qualifier and everything. What do you guys think is going to be the number 1 qualifier, and what do you think the bump's going to be?
I think number 1 qualifier will be a 55 or 56.
Oof.
I agree. I was going to say 56.
It's all weather dependent. I've been watching. I'm a real stickler about weather, so I watch the weather for the last 2 weeks. I have the app on my phone, so just randomly pull it up. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock when I think we'll run. And Bradenton's funny, man. The weather just doesn't move that much. It stays 103 to 102 correction no matter what time of day it is. The DA moves a lot, and the water will swing in and out, but you just don't see a lot of weather movement. It's not like when we're in Virginia or Galat where you've got 102 correction in the day and all of a sudden it falls to 1 flat at night. It just doesn't happen down there. Yep. I think last year 59 was number 1, 50 because I was number 2. I went 59.4. And I think
we're only getting 2 a day, right? We're running 2 qualifiers Friday, 2 Saturday, right?
Yeah, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. Yep.
So one's going to be in the daytime. One should be in at night. That's what I'm thinking. How he's going to do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
that's how it normally goes.
So bump wise, I think the bump will be a 63.
I was going to say 62.5.
Okay.
I was thinking more 64, 65, depending on the weather, of course.
Depending on the weather, but. I mean, who knows? As long as Mother Nature cooperates, it could go really low. So,
yep. And how much sunshine we got. I mean, during the daytime, if you don't run good in that night session, both those night sessions, you might not qualify. That's how I looked at the whole Winter Series last year.
That was the highlight of the whole shows last year. The second qualifier and the fourth qualifier, because everyone's going to come up and sing for it. So you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
You're exactly right. So
I got to do a shout out. My Niners are playing my home team Panthers tonight. So if you see me start hollering and screaming, it's because I'm watching football game.
Don't pay no attention to him, Robert. Bob's in the background hollering, telling him stuff.
So let me ask you a question.
Oh boy.
What got you started in drag racing? Why you like drag racing?
Yep.
So originally my parents were like around the circle track a lot more than the drag strip. And then we went to a go-kart track that was actually, funny enough, right next to the racetrack when I was about 5 or 6. And I heard race cars next door. I'm like, well, I don't want to see these things. I want to see what's going on next door. And it just so happened that was when our local series, it's called Asphalt Wars. It's where John Vergotts and Kurt Stedding all really got their start in pro mod, and it all stuck from there. And really, I stayed local for the first few years. I actually raced juniors for 8 years, got out of that after a little bit rocky ending to it, and then just started doing the full-time photography thing. So it's been a wild journey so far, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I got to give you photography guys props. You guys stand out there in the hot sun all day long and take pictures of all these pretty race cars. And I mean, obviously you want to gain a little profitability off of it or get paid by, if they use it in DI or if they use it in an ad or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, you guys, Tara, Jay, Gary Rowe. I mean, there's so many guys I can't even announce them all. But you guys stand out there and you make us look good, and we give you props for that.
Yep. And we know you're putting a lot of time in there. God, you guys been traveling. Between you and Pro Model, you got enough miles, you're going to need a new vehicle next year.
Yeah, so it's actually funny enough, Snowbirds is going to be, I think, the 43rd or 44th race I've shot this year. So we had a really busy year.
God, you race more than I do.
I wish I did. I only got to race twice this year.
Yeah, I understand. Believe me.
Straight Line Media too. He's on there too. Those guys, you guys all just travel, just as much as us racers, if not more, covering the multiple series.
Yep.
So it takes a dedicated side there from you guys for sure.
Yep. So, any other questions?
Yeah, one last thing. What changes are you guys making for this upcoming Winter Series? Anything different, or are you guys leaving it pretty much the same as you finish at World Finals?
For me, we're running the same combo pretty much. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple small changes, but we're not Jason them. I think they done changed everything. It's hard to tell. He might show up one of them big things sticking out of the hood. I ain't sure what he's got.
I might come back nitrous. I might have a hood scoop.
That'd be
I
cool.
ain't that stupid. No. No.
I mean, the rules are pretty close to PDRA for us as far as all the
boosts. So they shrunk it up. You know, there's what, a 30-pound difference at PDRA. Now there's only what, a 10-pound difference.
Well, that gets them a little closer. Maybe you had to put 2 valve springs on this winter.
I already had to put one on, and I haven't even got to the damn racetrack yet.
See what I mean?
I've got a lot of changes coming up. I mean, I will just be honest with you. When I roll out at Snowbirds, everybody's gonna be like, "What the?" And it's gonna be major. So I'm just warning you.
I can't wait.
I'm not even gonna be. I don't even know if people will recognize me. I may have to wear a sign on my back that says "I am Jason Harris." Don't forget.
This is party time.
This is party time. Yep. So I got a lot of changes coming out. There's just too many blue cars. So
yes.
You didn't say that.
Yeah. All right. So I want to appreciate you coming on, man. I know you've been a big fan.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.
We appreciate all you do too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see you in Bradenton. Be careful.
Yep. Sounds good. Absolutely.
Coming down.
Yep. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Full slushy machine will be ready.
Sounds good.
See you, bud. All right.
See you.
Who we got next?
He's a good kid, man. I tell you, what, drag racing has bred some really good individual kids. I mean, I could have turned out way worse if I hadn't had drag racing.
Yep.
So
I didn't have many people. I did my own thing here racing, and my son's kind of went in. He isn't really driving, but he's there at every race supporting me.
He is. He is. All right. So who's next, Jess? You got anybody on the?
We got the one and only, the Pro Modder.
What are you doing, Jay?
I try to get from the camera.
I seen him shining his stuff up earlier there in the back.
He's blurring his background so we don't see the mess he's got. That's what it is.
I got kicked out of my own office. I moved upstairs. The grandkids take over your life.
Hey, believe me, I'm upstairs. That's where I'm at.
Yes, sir.
The traveling man himself, another media guy. So, Jay's the man. That's what everybody always says. Jay's the man. NC Pro Modder, he's the man. Jay's more famous than any driver ever thought about being.
Exactly right. That's what I was going to say. He has more YouTube views than all of us put together.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't come easy.
No, it didn't. You put in a lot of work. And I'm proud to say I was there from day one.
You were.
Yep. And this humble guy comes stumbling into my shop saying, I'm going to take pictures and videos and see if I can make a living doing it. I said, man, you've lost your mind.
I can't imagine the laugh you and Bob had when I left. I just can't imagine.
Wasn't it like my dad's birthday or something that day? Yeah.
Me and him share the same birthday. So I'm walking in some place I've never been and they got cake and ice cream and I almost thought it was for me.
and Jay only lives 30 minutes from me. It's not like he's, not hell, he could come eat lunch with me on a daily basis.
We got to do that again. That's on my list of things to do.
Yep. So, Jay Bird, got any questions?
Your producer asked me to step in. Y'all are fighting some things, but I don't really have any questions. I got more of a statement, man. I really feel like that Jerry Bickle race car that's up for grab for #1 qualifier for all 3 races. I do believe somebody can grab that.
I think that's more obtainable than the $1 million.
I agree.
Yep.
Yes, way more obtainable for sure. And I think one of the turbo cars are more adapt to get that, I think, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. We'll see how everything shakes out.
So basically 12 runs. I mean, if you think about that, in 12 runs, you got to be the fastest car in 12 runs.
And I feel like we got 3 or 4 that always lead the pack. The first race could knock 3 of them out. Mickey's always fast.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm going to have to put Randy Weatherford in that thing. That new 4.9 Hearts deal is no joke. I don't know if he's got any spares to play with and drop the hammer, but, everybody's going to be looking at Jimmy Taylor and Stevie's performance. He's probably going to have that motor in his car. He could be up there, that one he did the other night. After our last couple events at Piedmont Dragway, the Big Dog finale, and then we go down to Rockingham. Man, I'm super high to get down here and watch 60 cars or 70 cars or 80 cars. Y'all just have a battle royale, for a better word.
Yep. What do you think the number is going to be? How many do you think we're going to have?
I would say we're going to be about 67, 68.
If you 67, 68 cars, that is strong. I mean, that is
strong.
Very strong. Yep. I mean, you got to think about that's 95% of the pro mods in the country. What do you think?
I think so. What do you?
I don't know how many he invited. I don't know how many invited. I guess 80 plus.
I think the invite's kind of been thrown out the window. I think the invite's just a ploy to say, "Hey, look, I mean, I've had some guys that have contacted me that were not invited. I'm like, look, dude, you can come. You just got to contact Wes." So I think the invite stuff was more for the World Series. I think the Snowbirds is more of a come on, let's get it on kind of thing.
Yeah.
It looks like the long range weather first part of the week looks great. That's usually what I care about because that's when I do my work. But we've been hurt down there the last couple of years. A lot of rain has knocked out a lot of testing. So we'll have to see how that's all going to lay out and factor out. The track's done a whole lot of work. Is the surface going to be the same? Are the bumps going to be the same? Are they gone?
Yeah, I don't really know what the whole story with that would be, but I mean, like I try to go down and test early. I try to test on Tuesday, Wednesday, just because so many cars get down there on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that it's just makes it about impossible. Thursday test session, if you get one, you're lucky.
I did see where they're limited them to 100 cars, I think, per day.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That's on. If you go through the FOAT to buy your tickets or something, somewhere I read that the other day because I was quite surprised to see that because I know that last day there's usually 200 cars testing.
Yeah, and that kind of shapes me a little bit because you got a lot of. I mean, everybody deserves their chance, but I mean, you got these guys in the 6.0 class and some of the index classes that are trying to test, and I get it. Most of them are local anyway, and they've had chances to run, and they just want to make laps. But some of these guys just want to get out there because the damn track's open. You always got to test and tuner. I don't care what happens. He can open the track and he's going to come out there. If he's made 1 million runs, he's going to keep making runs.
Yep.
I like to see him make let's divide it by day, have an all pro mod day or have an all, bracket day or whatever, or split it up in whatever we got to do to try to make it work. But because Thursday's impossible. You can't.
Thursday, you're going to get one run maybe. Most, right? And
because that's
the same way. I think you need to make
after hours event.
I think whoever wins this thing is going to make 4, 5, 6 runs Monday through Thursday, whatever, maybe more. Maybe somebody comes out of the box and just lets it rip. But
you would think as much as me and you run, we wouldn't need to test. But Bradenton is its own entity. The track is totally different. The air is totally different. It really takes you a minute to get a hold of what's going on down there.
And I think, in my opinion, if you make a run and I don't, I'm a run behind.
I used to feel like that, dude, but we race so much, man. Good God. I mean,
it's tough.
Somebody text me. Hey, buddy, I'm trying to get my shit together. I was trying to make sure somebody doesn't want to get on the show.
Yeah, you guys, I don't see anybody in the queue.
No, that's all good.
I ain't even going to tell you who this is. Matty Deesh.
Matty D.
Yeah, Matty D.
What up, Matty?
Get that motor turned up.
Says he's coming.
Yep.
Just told me, he said, I want to pick your brain about something for the race next week. So
time to turn all the kits on and cut them on early. It ain't real hard.
Matt's got a strong program. I mean, I don't know. He can run in the 50s, but he can run low 60s easily.
He don't want to hear what I got to say. He got a sawzall and a damn hole saw and cut a hole in the front of that thing, and he'll be good to go.
But
who's going to PRI?
Me.
I decided to go. I wasn't going to go, and I'm going to make the trip on Wednesday night. It looks like.
I think while you still got your crown, you have to go, man. You have to take full advantage of it.
Yep, we're trying. We're gonna be there Wednesday, and we'll make our rounds. I might not be there all day, but I'm gonna go in and out. That show's that's a lot.
It is.
I walked that thing systematically the other year, row by row, and then I get home at night and I was like, I didn't see that. It's overwhelming.
I think you got to go there with a purpose, knowing where you're going to and from. Yeah, if you stroll by the other stuff, that's fine. I agree.
That's
kind of how I've taken it.
Yep. I mean,
PRI planner, I believe is it's called. Mine's getting full.
yeah, I used to go and get in there and go aisle by aisle by aisle, and whoever I ran into, that's just who I talked to. And it worked for a couple of years, but now I feel like I feel like the damn president. I got to go in and shake hands, and kiss babies, and I got to see this person. I got to go see this person. I got to make sense. And I really enjoy it because you put a face to a lot of people. Because I talked from Dan from LAT Oil today on the phone, and I don't get to see him but a couple times a year. Well, before that, all I did was talk on the phone. I didn't know if he was 6'2" or 5'1". I mean, I had no idea. So it's nice to put a face with some of the people we talk to on a regular basis. I think they see us because we're out there on the public side, but we don't get to see them. Like a lot of guys from Nichols Performance and Hoosier, we don't get to see a lot of the background stuff, that kind of thing. But it's nice to be able to touch down.
Yes, it is. I thought you just went for the How at the Moon experience.
All right,
I
so
did.
Serious question. Both you guys want to know. PDRA gonna tell us anything at the PRI show?
That's a good damn question. I wanted to get on that subject so bad. This is going to be my soapbox for tonight.
There we go. Because we need to know.
We do. We need to know. My wife has to plan vacations because she works as a nurse and it's a state program. I need to be able to put on my calendar so that my guys know when they can't take off. I mean, here we are. We normally get a schedule by the end of Virginia, and we have no idea. We don't even know if there is a PDRA anymore. I mean, obviously, he put out a damn letter saying that he was going to stick with it and do this. And Tommy's a great friend of mine. He's a truly dear-hearted friend. I would drive to Virginia right now and pick him up in a truck if I had to. And I love the man to death, but guys, come on. I mean, what are we doing here? They're killing themselves because all they're doing is reassuring that the guys who were on the fence about running IHRA are already making plans to run those races.
And I personally know a lot of professional and sportsman racers got a lot of sponsorship dollars on the line because their sponsor don't want to commit until they know where they're going.
Right.
Same exact thing.
Even I have money on the line. People want to know where I'm going.
Right. And you need to be able to make plans because let's say one of your Toronto connections calls you, right? And they want you to come up there for one of those races. And you commit to it, and then all of a sudden there's a PDRA at Galat or Rockingham or Darlington or wherever.
Last year twice. They had their schedule in front of me in January. Shook the man's hand.
That's
800 miles.
Bruce Mullins says he done heard you was going to IHRA.
You know what? I'm going to go wherever.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to go wherever I feel like I can get in. I'm not saying I'm going to go to every PDRA. I'm not saying I'm going to every IHRA. I'm going to go where the money is. And if the money's in my backyard at PDRA at Galat, that's where I'm going. If my money is IHRA in Ohio, then that's where I'm going. I mean, right now, they're not giving me any opportunity to even fight back and say, well, I'm going to stick with PDRA on these. That kind of thing. I mean, it's just there's so many rumors about, and this has been the whole year of rumors, and it's about sickening. It's come to the point now where I'm just over it. I don't even believe half the shit that I hear because it either gets discredited immediately or it's so fabricated that it's no way it can be true.
Yeah, it's been chaos. I mean, y'all probably won't believe this, but I'm not on the internet nearly as much as I was a couple months ago. So I just don't know what to believe. Don't want to quote anything. Don't want to not quote anything. Just mind my own business and stay in my own lane.
Yeah. I mean,
Tommy and them put that statement out. So, I mean, it seems pretty obvious that they're going to do something, but I think they need to let us know, or maybe they're still working on the schedule, but hopefully they let us know here by PDR. I mean, by the,
PRR.
No, there hasn't been any announcements. Hey, we're going to have a press conference at this time. Maybe it's still a couple days too early for that. I don't know.
Maybe they're still putting it together, and I'm sure we're going to support them. As far as
everybody's going to support them. It's been a great organization.
We always all of us want to support them. I mean, everybody. I've won 4 championships there. If PDRA goes away, what are those championships? I mean, to me, they're just, hey, I won a bunch of races. That's it. They're not champions. I want to keep PDRA where it's at, but I feel like somebody's dropping the damn ball on it. I mean, somebody needs to give us 2. Give me the first 2 races. You got to have some sort of idea, right?
Well, gosh, just do like IHRA. Give us dates, but don't give us locations.
Right.
I kind of was like laughing at the whole situation, but I mean, the man's got a point. He gave me something. I got nothing when it comes to PDRA. I don't know if I need to put a PDRA sticker on my car yet or not. I mean, it's just, I really hate it because I feel like it was a great organization. I feel like it still is. It's got good heart. It's got good people behind it. We've all lived it for the last 11 years, 12 years. And I feel like we're selling ourselves short on this deal, but just because of some rumors.
Yeah, rumors, and we're not in their shoes. It takes a lot. I can only imagine what it takes to run a whole organization going through turmoil and trauma like this. And is your track sold? Is it not sold? Where are we going to go? The two tracks we were going to have been sold. It's got to be like overwhelming.
I mean,
right. And they also got to make a life decision.
Yes.
There's a lot of money out there that on.
I don't think anybody would. Sorry, Steve. I didn't mean to interrupt. I don't think anybody would down them if they took $20 million or $10 million or whatever the money amount is. If they went on and did that, because number one, PDRA took a little bit of racing out of Tommy, because he can't really ever race fully. How many times does Tommy Franklin get to pull up to the racetrack and just be a racer? None in the last 10 years. Two times a year at Florida. That's
even
it.
When they go to Florida, they host all the PDRA people and they work themselves to death, making sure they're all accommodated for.
They do.
Yeah, I mean they do, and Judy and them do a lot of things above and beyond for the racers. Everybody wants to talk about IHRA with the dinners and things like that. Judy and them were doing that. Racer appreciation stuff before that. Now, did they do it at every race? No, but they couldn't afford to do it at every race. Yep. They just don't have the backing like IHRA does.
Even at the Florida races last year, she did all kinds of stuff down there. I mean,
they printed T-shirts,
really nice. T-shirts, luncheons, dinners, sodas, water, tents. I mean, it takes a lot to do that. That's time consuming as well as monetary expense.
And so I don't want to see people get discouraged about PDRA, but I've had a lot of people, I mean, tons of people ask me because they feel like I got an inside track. Well, I mean, just because me and Tommy are friends doesn't mean that he's going to tell me everything goes on. And I try to read between the lines. I try to take a little bit of conversation with this guy, a little bit of conversation with that guy. And if couple of those things kind of match up, then you can kind of read between the line and find the truth there.
Yeah, because the constant rumor was almost the same for a while get-go. Me and you talked about it. It was almost everybody was almost word for word, and still no resolution on that. But it's unfortunate. Hopefully, we'll get some good news out of there about what's going on, so everybody can make plans and do there. I know all the elite guys, the top dragster and top sportsmen and 632 class, they're all going like, "What are we gonna do?"
I mean, there's a lot. I think we all know Pro Stock's out of PDRA, so we can kind of all that's a done deal. I talked to some of the Pro Stock guys this week. They kind of know they're going to the IHRA thing. They've kind of found a home. Good. Hey, more power to them.
They put on a pretty good show down there at Galot. I mean, I thought the bump show was pretty quick for where they were at and the number of cars they brought. They did a good job.
Yeah. So
Darren said in the chat, Kai and Disco are in with the Durana guy, the IHRA guy, which I think they've been hanging out a lot. And I kind of heard they got nowhere else to race, right?
I kind of heard some rumors about that thing. Kind of struck me wrong a little bit. I'm not a big personality. I wasn't on Street Outlaws and Disco Dean and them guys. I mean, you can't tell me Disco Dean was showing up with that Cadillac just because he felt like he had a chance to win. I feel like there was some payment there, and if that's what it took for him to get some butts in the seats, whatever. But I think we're at the point now where, there's a lot of good racers that are showing up at these racetracks are not getting paid to show up.
Well, you can tell Disco Dean's really pushing that small tire deal now. I'm sure that's where we will see him put his efforts if that class comes to fruition at IHRA. And, Kai's got Carol's got a new car from Jeffers. It's got Durana hybrid on the back of it.
Yep.
And it's pretty daggone good.
Yep. So,
and I'm sure they're gonna follow what they got to do.
They're businessmen at the end of the day. They got to do what they got to do.
Yep. That is correct.
I can't see Jess's comment. Is there anybody else coming?
Yeah, she's got something going on here right now.
Okay, all right.
All right. Tell me when to say bye, and I'll say bye. But
Yep.
Jay, what are you
building this up over the years? And it's been, like I said, I met Jason from day one. Funny story, Robert Richard, real quick. Him and his mom picked me up at a hotel. Me and Cole were broke down in Ohio somewhere like 10 years ago. He was like 10 years old, and I could have hired him, but I couldn't afford it. I was broke.
Bad mistake.
God, dang it. I could be rich.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. He is. Well, Jay, we really appreciate again what you do. I know a lot of people, you get paid, you got your sponsorship, you kind of get your stuff through there. I don't think really people know what the heart and soul you put into racing right now. And to say that the man stands out in the sun and brings racing to the guys that can't make it, that says a lot. And you put money in equipment, you put your time, you put mean, your family on the back burner at some points in time, in your life.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, you have. And I think you've sacrificed more than most of us can ever really imagine. And I appreciate that.
Yep, you're all in. I mean, you're all in. I mean, even my hometown people are like, we know that the pro modder. I mean, you get more views than we do.
Jason's got a funny story about that.
Oh my God. Go to lunch with him. He's like, you going to lunch? Yeah, we go in this little cafe, walk in, kid walks right past me. That's the pro modder. Hey, picture with the pro modder?
Yep. Bruce Mullins don't like small tires. I see that.
He's not. He's like not onto that. And he just got the paint gun. Well, appreciate you guys having me on. We'll see you in Florida. Are we gonna be able to get in that place on Sunday? Does anybody know?
That's the plan.
I won't be there till Monday midday, probably. I think we've got a memorial thing for Jamie Thompson and his wife on Sunday, and then we're gonna leave Sunday right after that and try to get some time down there. But so I'll see you guys.
That's one of the most heavily traveled days of the year.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm probably gonna leave Saturday and go most of the way and ease in there Sunday.
Robert says they're racing on Sunday down there, so it'll probably be.
Well, last time they just charged you $20, I think, to get in. If you went in early, it'll just be worth.
It doesn't matter if you park at the end of the track or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure about all that. But I probably won't be there till Monday morning. I'm gonna leave Sunday morning fairly early. I hope.
Hopefully the Longhorns open by now down the road, so we have somewhere else to eat.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I do love some Cullivers though.
Yeah,
they good too.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Y'all travel safely. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
See you, buddy.
Same to you, Pro Modder. See you in a week. Who we got next there? Jessica.
Oh my God.
Oh, look out.
Unmuted.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we got you.
I don't know if I hear you.
Guys. How are you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
Good.
I'm Cody Driver. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm from where Keith Haney's from.
Okay.
So I'm a Midwest guy. I know, but I'm a Midwest guy. Big fan of you guys. Jason, I watched you when you came to Tulsa 10 years ago, I think, when Peter A came, and that's when you were driving the Warbird. Man, like that was one of my first kind of few times around Pro Mod, man, and I was like, man, what the hell is this? Like, this is like, man, this is kind of that's what brought me into Pro Mod racing, man. When you guys came to Tulsa a long time ago, and so, but yeah.
Yep. It was fun, man. And one thing I remember about Tulsa is we show up there and it's blazing hot. You know, we couldn't go in September or October or April. We had to go in like, June or July or something. I think we went and we pulled in, and as we pulled our rigs in there, our rigs sunk in the pavement.
Oh man.
And it messed up Keith's pavement there for a little while, but it was all right.
Yeah.
But and the same thing, like there was nothing to do during the day because it was so hot. So we decided to go to the mall, and we go to the mall there in Tulsa. And I don't think anybody works in the whole damn city because they were all at the mall. So
okay, who is that?
Who knows? See, the problem is with YouTube, we can't tell. Yeah,
we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Okay. See, you done got this hooked on Pro Mod, and he's liable to spend his whole inheritance, work 7 days a week.
Man.
So Ryan Hayward.
So I just recently that's Ryan Hayward.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Love that guy right there, man. He's
that's him.
Him and his wife Kristen. They're great people. But man, I just recently got my CDL. And so working with my job, they bought it for me. So I'm on a contract for about 1.5 years, and eventually I'm gonna try to branch off and start my own trucking company. But that's what I wanted to ask you guys. I wanted to ask you, the way that the what do you call it? Cost of living is going. How trucking industry? I know everybody's gonna need it eventually. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But in 1.5 years, I mean, I don't know, but do y'all think it'd be a good time to join, or like, what do you guys think about that? You know what I mean? Like, is it a good thing to jump into, or is it not? Or I mean, what do you guys think?
He does more trucking industry stuff than I do. He trucks a lot.
Yeah.
He's got low boys and stuff that go up and down. I just work on them. So when you break them, I fix them.
Yep.
Okay.
But
there's always a job with a CDL, always.
Okay.
No matter where you're at, and it always will be. But trucking is tough. You can make a living doing it, and you can make a good living doing it.
Okay.
Multiple trucks, like I have 7 that run. So, and it's a tough business because you have so many trucks out there as well. So you got to find your place in the marketplace. Just like Jason, whether he works on them, he has a place in the marketplace. His customers come to him. You might pick we're the same way in the trucking industry. So you find your spot, and then you go from there and branch out, and then the customers slowly come, right?
Okay.
Kind of like even him, every business is the same. I think, you find your spot, you work, and then other stuff comes in along the way that you probably didn't think you would be doing, but it does come in, and it requires a CDL and all as well to do that. And then you move forward with it in the direction you want to go.
Okay.
The biggest thing I'll tell you is you're going to have to pay your dues, and it's going to be tough. You're going to have to do the jobs that nobody wants to do. You're going to have to do the hauls that nobody wants to do. You're going to have to do the midnighters. You're going to have to do the 3-4 dayers. You're going to have to do the things that nobody, but the difference between guys that make it and the guys that don't are the ones that make it, they do it, and they just keep doing it, and eventually the good things come. You're going to hate it. You're going to hate every second of whatever you're doing at some point in time. But if you just stick to it, because the good things will come. Let's just say you love pro mod racing. Let's say you work at this company for a year or two. You get your CDLs. You're really good at driving a truck. Well, then all of a sudden somebody like Haney or some of the guys out there need a truck. Hey, man, Cody, I need you to take this truck to Florida and drop this car off and come back. One of my best friends from high school is kind of a do-it-all, and he's got a CDL. I mean, this cat's hauled cars for Chris Reaney. He's hauled cars for Jim Larita. He's hauled cars for everything. But he also runs a dump truck on a daily basis because the race car industry is pretty volatile. If things go south, the first things go is race cars. So you kind of got to set yourself up for that. But if you just stick your nose down to the grindstone and how old are you?
25.
25, dude. You can change your mind 10 times between now and you're 30, but you're in that volatile area where you need to kind of get a direction, because you kind of got to get started in some point direction. Now, I think you've got a good start. If you've already got your CDL, stick with what you're doing if you like doing it, and I promise you good things will come to you as long as your work ethic is there, because the main thing that me and him see on a daily basis, and we text each other, week by week, is the work ethic of the younger youth is just not there anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. And something that I don't ever want to brag about myself, because I definitely came from a long way.
I mean, if you do good, you do good, bro. Just back. I mean, it's the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm a better racer than Steve is. I brag about it all the time.
See, that's what I do. Look, even Mark on here, he said the same way with your CDL. You got to keep your driving record clean, even in a car, because I've had guys that work for me, but they get a ticket in their car, but it affects their CDL. So you got to keep that in mind. Right. Because I've got guys that lost their CDLs because of that.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
And the same way you may get a plan for your business. Say, hey, I'm going to start trucking here, and you may be getting going along, and the path of trucking you thought it may lead you in a different direction. Like, I do construction work, so the stuff we do is all construction equipment stuff. But then now,
kind of like Dwayne Mills, you know the Mills family.
Yeah,
the Mills family. That's kind of from what I heard and know about them. They, like I said, they're in the trucking industry, but they do like a lot of gravel and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, like in my area, dump trucks, gravel, like over the road trucking is really not big. We've got a couple of trucks called modern trucks, and they haul sand to the beaches and stuff. And that's just what they do. And so we got dump trucks and things like that. So that's bigger in my area than, say, industry trucking.
We do. Trucking's just very, very, very competitive. Just like drag racing, it is very, very competitive. Whether it's rates or not, that's where you got to find your, where you're at and find your customer clientele. But then you're going to have competition in it. You're going to have competition in this market.
Okay. Do you guys know anything about government contracts?
I do the government contract tire work. So, like, let's say you've got your municipalities. I do government contract tire works. So when you have a government contract and you want to buy tires through me, the government gets a discount. You can buy them through me, and then I get paid back through the distributor. That's about the only thing I do with. I don't know. I don't know anything else about it. I mean, like Scribba. Scribba would be a good. He's a government contract guy. So I mean, sticking with racing's good because you're going to get a lot of contacts. So if you stay in this little loop here, there's going to be a lot of guys that will be able to hook you up, and just don't be afraid to ask them.
Yep.
Okay, I got one more question for y'all. Then
Yes,
I'm on my lunch break. Somebody
All right.
get back to work.
Yep.
So, what do you guys think the bump spot will be? And what do y'all think number one is going to be? And I have one more question after that, but yeah, just go ahead. So
Okay, all right. So we said earlier the bump spot will be. I think the bump will be a 63. He said 62.5. I think number one will be a 56.
That's what I said 56 too. And now if the weather's very, very good, it could be lower than that, but weather dependent.
Yep.
do you think y'all be close to, like, what was the weight difference between you guys and whenever you, what was it? Yellow Belly. Yellow Belly. What was the weight difference in that?
So there was
we're the same.
Yep.
Really?
We're the same here, yes.
Wow.
And they put 10 pounds on me for this race. So I've got 10 pounds more than I do at PDRA. So at PDRA, there's a 30-pound difference between me and you, Steve, right? I think something like that.
Okay.
And now there's only a 10-pound difference.
Okay. Man, you guys
Jason
can be flying,
didn't come
man.
to Yellow Bullet just for this reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, well, my goal, I'm gonna try to work my ass off, man. I'm gonna try to be
That's all you gotta do.
Super Pro Mod, man.
That's all you got to do. And there's going to be ups and downs, dude. Just stay with it. I promise you, it'll work out. It'll work out.
Yeah.
Just like your CDL, dude. It's there. You just got to go out and get it and find your own little path.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is plenty of work for truck drivers. Always CDL. You can never go wrong with that.
Well, man, I'm ready to work, man. I'm ready to work. Like I said, I want to get to where you guys at today, man. Because y'all, man, I watch y'all every time. Like I watch everybody. I watch Haney. I watch every last one of y'all, man. And man, you know, this is Pro Mod is this is like everything to me, man. And one day, man, if I can let go, but one day with you guys, man, I will live life at that point, man. That's the ultimate goal for me, man.
We appreciate it. Hey, go to the grindstone, get off your lunch break, get back there and make some money.
That's the main thing.
Hey, I will see y'all at the World Series of Pro Mod. I'll be at that race. So
awesome.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
Right.
Thanks, man.
See ya. All right, bye.
See, I like that right there. Man, ask us business questions. Not that I'm a damn business major or anything, but I mean, you know, you never know. A kid like that might not have a question. You know, he feels like we race with some of the most successful people in the world. Yep. I mean, we really do.
That's good stuff over there, because to run Pro Mod, those are the questions you got to have.
So he shows up at World Series of Pro Mod. I'll send him over to Tidwell Trucking. He can answer all the questions he needs to. I think Jimmy Taylor's got something to do with, you know, slick slices on board for 2026. I'm waiting on a check. Once I get a check, we'll get you on board. But
John, worried about the hurricane. He worried about the hurricanes coming in.
Exactly. So I mean, no hurricanes this year. Slick slice. He's having to sell pizza.
Who's that?
All right, let's see what you got.
Who else we got?
I don't know. Oh my God!
What up, fool?
We got Maddie.
You just texted me.
Y'all miss me or what?
Yeah, we miss you.
Backstage show look, I got this beard growing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn, you started to look like a grown man.
Shit, old man.
Yeah. What's up, dog?
You shave that off to get down to weight here.
I know, bro. That's like 2 pounds right there.
Yeah.
Man, I'm fucking psyched about the race. Ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we're ready. Where are you at? You up north?
Oh,
you at home?
New York, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's cold up here. It's getting cold.
Up there. Dad's down there close, right?
Yeah, he's in Florida. He's only like an hour and a half from the track.
Yeah, nice. So he knows. So, all right. Well, so what do you think? All right, here we go. You coming in here, you got a nitrous car. You don't, you know, you got to run top of your game. You know, what do you think the bump's going to be?
I was going to say 63 too.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yep. So, I mean, that's
maybe 64, but I'm saying 63. That sounds about accurate right there.
Yep. All right, who's number one?
Who's number one?
Who? I'm putting you on the spot. Who?
Yeah. I can't even answer that. There's too many heavy hitters, dude. It
Exactly.
could be
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
It could
I
be
agree
you.
with
It could
It
be
could-
you. It could be. It could be me.
Could be
Probably
you.
not, but it could be.
It could be. Yeah. Could be.
Maybe
What do
if
you
you
think? What do you
both,
think about the
if you
nitrous
both
cars?
help me tune the car, maybe it will be.
What do you think about the nitrous cars down there, Matty? That's $1 million question across the board for everybody.
I mean, everybody knows it's the hardest for us. That's a
Oh,
fact.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, we're you know, the top nitrous guys are going to be competitive. You know, you got the Franklins, you got Butner, you got Jimmy, you got every, you know, you get all the guys that are nitrous that are going down there are all capable of going the number to qualify. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it's a swinging match of who's going to actually get in, depending on who shit blows up and what you know
Yeah.
what happens. But
I mean, last year you got in World Series of Finals, World Series of Pro Mod. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
I went 63 to get him,
yeah,
but
exactly. I mean, I think it's doable.
but I blew my shit up the last race that I didn't qualify. So
Right.
it
I mean,
depends
I think that's something that needs to be addressed. I don't think you can put nitrous in this category anymore with the way the boost cars are running anymore. I think it's an unfair advantage, even with Jimmy being put Jimmy in the mix too. Jimmy's got to run 5 hard rounds.
Yeah,
Aaron
he's
said he's going to
changing.
qualify in the
He's
top
changing
5.
them pistons anyway between rounds.
I know he is, and
He's having
Jimmy.
fun, dude. He's having fun.
Okay, well,
He loves that shit.
Somebody
power
said
to him.
Jimmy's going to qualify in the top 5.
I don't think that's
I
inaccurate.
was going to
Yeah,
say he would
yeah.
be, if Jimmy makes a good run, he's going to be in the top 10. That was my prediction.
Top 10, definitely. Agree.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You know, that could be the same thing said for any of us, though. I could go down there and have a bad damn weekend, you know?
Boy, 100%. With as many cars as coming, it could be any one of us.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I mean,
kind
I'm
of
getting there on Tuesday. When is testing Tuesday too? Or
Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday.
Shit.
You don't need to test that much. You don't have enough shit left
I
over.
need to test more than everybody at the damn fucking track.
Yeah, you just don't need to run it out the back door. 3:30 only. If you can make it at 3:30, we can figure the rest out. Yeah,
that's a fact. Yep.
Hey, Jason said you sent him a text message a while ago, and I seen where he sent back. He said turn all 6 kits on as early as possible, and it'll be really fast.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep. So,
And plus a little extra, maybe some timing too.
What's the hardest thing about nitrous racing?
I mean, boy, I don't know when y'all got time to fucking work, but I gotta work, boy. I mean, a lot of you guys race every week. I mean, it's hard for me to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
I've done it my whole life, so it's kind of been I don't feel
you gotta
like
make it work. You gotta make it work.
Yeah. The hardest part for me.
I'm not prepping the car, so I just got to keep the tractor and trailer running. So, but it's a lot to go as much as we do, for sure.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's hard for me to. I mean, I still keep up, but it's hard for me to keep up when I don't race every weekend. I mean, I wish I could, but I mean, you know how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and
next year might be different. Who knows?
Maybe.
Right? Might win the lotto. Might have to take y'all with me.
You're riding.
So you leaving? When you leaving? Sunday?
I mean, I'm gonna be at the track Tuesday-ish.
Okay.
I probably won't have my shit together to test Tuesday, but I'll test Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep. And I don't think a lot of people know Matt. It was Matt and his dad and maybe 1 or 2 other guys.
I'm telling you, that's the other thing.
And your dad's just like my dad. So your dad does a little more than my dad does, but you know.
Yeah. No, he's definitely involved.
Yeah.
He loves to be involved as much as possible, but he be asking me shit I don't got answers to sometimes. He's like, "What do you mean you don't got the answer?" I mean, I'm fucking learning just like you, dude.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Exactly. And I think for for a team, and I'm not gonna say a small time, but you guys don't race near as much as some of the other nitrous guys. For a team that only comes out 4 or 5 times a year, you're always up there in the mix.
You know what I'm saying, baby?
Yeah.
And not only are you that competitive, you guys are making. It may not seem like it sometimes, but racing with your dad like that's stuff
it's the best,
when
dude.
you're
When
old,
we do good. Dude, when I went that 63 and qualified at the last race you were talking about,
yep,
You know, even Johnny was helping me.
Yep.
You was
Yep.
helping. Like, dude, that's the coolest shit ever.
Oh
Let
yeah.
me tell
Yeah.
you, dude,
Yep.
ain't nothing like that. That's for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
I
But
don't trade that for nothing, dude.
Matt is so desperate for help. He's got a pro stalker and an old pro nitrous guy helping him. I'm a pro boost guy now. He's getting both ends of the
I mean,
spectrum.
that's some good help, though. If I was gonna ask for some help, it's some good help.
Yep. Yep. So
And you guys do a lot with a little. I mean, as far as crew members.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Till you
If
had
you know
James.
anybody that could help when you're down there, let me know.
You had James that one year, and that
I love my buddy James, but he's got his own deal going. He's
Hey,
got the James Racing deal going.
I saw him in Michigan. Yeah,
James Racing Incorporated.
yeah. Well, Matty, buddy, I appreciate it. We got some other guys going to come on here. We'll see you
Do
down
it,
there. Be
baby.
careful.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. See you.
See you, Matty.
Yep. What a guy.
That
What
dude,
a guy.
I tell you, he's the bomb, dude. Them guys work hard, they play hard, and they got a very competitive program.
I go over there, they're always talking and we're talking back and forth, and I can't, sometimes I'm like, hey, you guys, what you guys doing? What you guys doing? And I'm
You
like,
got to talk a different language to them.
You do. I come back to my pits, and my wife's like, who the frick have you been talking to? I'm like, hey, my man Matty over here, hey.
You develop the twang, and the more you talk to them, you develop it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Jersey, New York twang a little bit.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So,
who you got?
You got anybody left, or are we gonna talk? What are we doing?
We got here now. She's with these settings on.
Oh!
I knew we could. The myth, the legend.
Are you in like a bridal shower or something? You got like
I'm at the in-laws. I'm at the in-laws place. So
he's in the in-law suite.
I'm in the in-laws suite. That's 100% sure. What's going on, boys?
Not much, man. We're just talking to some guys getting ready to go down to the first DI Winter Series race.
You mean the greatest pro mod drag racing show in the history of the known universe?
The greatest pro mod race in the known history universe. You said it. Whatever you said.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's never been anything like this in recorded history, to be honest with you. I mean, go back to the invention of fire, and I would say that it pales in comparison to what's going to happen next weekend in Bradenton.
I never would have thought in a million years you could have took this many pro mods and put them in one place and just have them beat the shit out of each other, because that's what we're going to do.
Well, dude, it's I've been watching for a minute, and I want to give you guys a bunch of credit, because one of the things that I think that I'm most proud of throughout the course of, and this is something I feel like I need to remind everybody, people sometimes forget that this is the second ever Drag Illustrated Winter Series, right? So like a lot of times we get measured against like NHRA, who's fixing to celebrate their 75th anniversary, right? Or even PDRA or Midwest, who've been doing this for better than a decade. So we're still, figuring some things out, and we're growing, but I'm really proud of where we're at. And I got to tell you, man, like Matty D, like I'm so proud of the star power that we have assembled, because Jason, you've known me for a long time. Steve, I've gotten to know you really well in the last, little bit here, but it's like, we've always felt that you guys are the rock stars of drag racing. Like, and I don't mean to say that to disparage anybody else, right? In the NHRA Top Fuel Funny Car, and I understand that to many people, that's the highest level of our sport. But if you really drill down on the level of competition, the quality and the quantity, the number of people and the guys that are doing it their own way, I don't think there's anything like what we're seeing in Pro Modified right now today. Our Pro Modified, and forgive me for this, but I've kind of like taken ownership. I feel like you guys are my children in many ways, and I'm so proud of how far this deal has come. And it's taken IHRA, ADRL, NHRA, even, all these various iterations of Pro Modified drag racing to get to this moment we're at right now. But this is undoubtedly the final frontier of drag racing right now. I got to tell you guys, there are dozens upon dozens of NHRA quote unquote superstars that have been blowing me up like, hey, do you know anybody who could rent me a car, or could I get a 3-race deal? Like, the interest in what we're doing right here is, I've never seen anything like it. Obviously, I'm biased, I'm a promoter, but I'm telling you, I'm speaking facts, man. There's
Yeah.
never been anything like this in history. And I hear you loud and clear that like a conversation could be had, a case could be made for like splitting up the nitrous cars from the boosted cars and all that. But do I, as a promoter, could I allow a world where Matty D isn't racing Jason Harrison, Steve King? I can't allow it. I can't allow it. You
But
know what I mean?
he's still showing up. He's still coming down there.
100%, man. And we will find a way.
Yeah,
We will find a way, man.
He knows he's got to run at his best no matter what. I mean, not just in nitrous itself. He knows he's got to run the career best to have a part of it. And the man's still driving from New York City to Florida because
it means everything to me, Jason. I mean, like, I got to tell you, like, we're not that far removed. I had this conversation earlier today with Jimmy Taylor, and he was asking me, like, what's it like to have all these cars and these guys beating your door down and whatnot? And I'm going, hey, man, I'm not so naive as to have forgotten what it was like to be in Denver, Colorado at Vandermeer Speedway a few short years ago in August of 2019. 100,000 to win, no entry fee, free testing. I had 11 cars show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes I need to remind people of that, because I've seen the other side of this, right? Like I know what that feels like too. And I remember standing at the base of the tower there in Vandermeer going, I am never going to financially or emotionally recover from this. Like, I'm never putting on another race ever again. And what do they say about business? You guys are business owners, like location, location, location. And I think that, like location geographically, but also location on the schedule, those things matter a lot. And I'm really proud of this coming together that we've created that doesn't conflict with anyone else. We're not stepping on anyone's toes. We're not making people make massive wholesale changes to their programs. Yes, you got to add a little bit of weight. Maybe you get to run a little lighter, whatever the case may be. But we're not asking anybody to go spend a bunch of money just readying for one race. And that was one of the challenges we had in Denver is, like my blower guys were all buying gear ratios, buying transmission ratios, trying to making all these changes to their car, changing head gaskets, camshafts. Everybody was having to spend tens of thousands of dollars just to go to that race from a preparation standpoint, not to mention the cost of going. So I'm blown away by how far this thing has come. But I'm telling you, we are about to have, I was going through our invite list earlier, and it was like a legit pinch me moment. Like the people that we have, I would put this group of racers up against anyone in the world. Like, this is a group of people who can do whatever the hell they want to do and do it at a really high level. And I feel like we're building stars. Like, the reason I got on this diatribe was to give you guys kudos, is that I've seen so many of our racers start to come out of their shell, to embrace the fact that you guys are superstars. You're badasses. And if we don't act the part, like, unfortunately, like, I'm sure you guys have had episodes of this show. It's like, oh God, I got to do this podcast tonight, but you do it anyways. Right. And that is really the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that effort that goes into this, because it takes all of us. Like, I can't do it alone. It takes guys that are telling the stories, sharing themselves with the masses. I was just watching, and it's like, to see you guys selling t-shirts and signing autographs, like, that's why I do this, because I believe you guys deserve to be on a pedestal. I believe you guys deserve to be treated like superstars, treated like rock stars. And I promise you, we've made a lot of progress in a short amount of time, but we are just scratching the surface of what this group of people are capable of. And I promise you, we're just getting started.
It's going to be one.
Jason, have you noticed that even the fuel guys are wanting to come running this deal?
I saw that. I saw some guys that were trying to rent. I think somebody does have a car, right? Like,
there's some. Here's the other thing: is I don't want to also diminish. I'm not putting some guy that's driven a solid rear suspension car for the last however long in a door slammer to go learn how to do it at the Winter Series.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to do it. Like, I have a lot of, I hold those guys and gals all with significant regard, but I also recognize that this is a whole different animal. Driving one of these Pro Mod cars, I don't care what Tim McCamus says about, eating Cheetos and drinking a soda. Like, I don't care. This shit takes significant balls, just first and foremost.
Yeah.
I've spent my whole life wishing and praying that someday I would get to drive a Pro Mod. And I got to be honest, to the point we're at now, I'll let y'all boys have it.
Yeah.
I'll be you know what, y'all boys do it, because I don't know that I mean, and that's tough for me to admit as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the gym, I'm that tough, I want to be that guy, but I don't know that I've got what you guys got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally cool with admitting that you guys do something that not everybody can do. And I that's actually what I like the most about it, is that you guys are special. Not a lot of people can do this, and not a lot of people can do it at the level that you guys consistently do it at. So if it's the last thing I ever do, like, my goal is to turn the Jason Scruggs and the Jason Harrises and the Steve Kings and the list goes on, the Melanie Salemis, the Ty Tuttaros, there's so many. I want you guys to be household names. I want you guys to be signing endorsement deals with brands, and we will get there. We will get there. Our sport's been around a long time, but I don't think we've ever seen the level of interest and enthusiasm around what we do as we do right now in this moment. And if we aren't foolish, who knows where this could be in 3, 4, 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give us the same amount of time that some of these other sanctions and series and events have had, Donald Long turned radio racing, by all accounts, was a filler class. Drag radio was filler at the World Street Nationals in Orlando. That's how I was introduced to drag radio racing, right?
Yep.
And it's like, they ran 3 hours after the Pro Mods, and now, over the course of almost 20 years, it's something of a marquee attraction. And we've seen that ebb and flow over time, but I feel like Pro Mod right now, NHRA has track owners that are saying, we're not signing our contract unless you run Pro Mods at our event. That's new.
Good. That's
a
good.
new thing.
Yeah,
and so I really feel like we're going to see something over the course of the next 3 months that has never before been seen in drag racing, ever. Anybody who's anybody will be on the property at Bradenton Motorsports Park next week. And we've got fresh faces, old veterans, and everything in between. And I couldn't be more proud and thank you guys, because like I said,
I think all we
who
do.
would Vince McMahon be without Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have all those pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah.
I think all this stuff, that even what we're doing on the internet and the amount of you put out, as long as we're doing this type of stuff. Even my local, I live in a country setting, and a lot of people didn't even know pro modified racing. I go in our local deal and they're like, "Oh, you guys are running the World Series of Pro Mod, or you're running this," which is unheard of here. So
it's crazy. Last year, I think when we were leaving the Snowbirds, I pulled up, we actually hired an outside company to do an audit of all it's an interesting thing. And I heard, I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, a kid that was just on here, not Matty D, but before him, but it was just talking about getting to this level and whatnot. We're starting to capture the attention. Like, I did a call with Ford Motor Company today. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people that are paying attention to what's happening here that have never before cared two shits about what we're doing. And all of a sudden, when we left the Snowbirds, I think we had 24 million social media impressions alone. That was one race into the series last year. And it's like, people care about what's happening here. And I think it's the fact that we've got good old boys and girls, cowgirls and cowboys, guys that run repair shops, guys that drive trucks. It's a really eclectic mix. And I don't want to say that it's like the everyman drag racing thing. It's not, right? This is very expensive. It's extremely high level. It takes a ton of resources, but it's not impossible to do this. Like, I hear young guys like that saying that they want to run Pro Mod, and I know if that dude gets a good job or starts a small business, and he pools his resources and makes some of the right connections, to your point, Jason, this network that exists in drag racing is crazy powerful, powerful. And there's no telling what you can accomplish. And I just think the Pro Mod dream is alive and well. right?
Yeah.
Like me, the three of us could call a couple of our buddies and have a double frame rail Pro Mod car by tomorrow at noon. Probably
Yep.
find somebody that's got an old Brad Hemi or something, borrow a screw blower from one of these guys that got 37 of them, and by God, we've got a Pro Mod. And
Yep.
are we going to be able to run with you or Stevie Jackson or whatever? Probably not, but we're guilty by association. And I think that that's part of the magic of this is there's a lot of opportunities to get in where you fit in, you know, and it's a pretty amazing thing. And you have piercing blue eyes, Jason.
I do. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
on the-
That's why my wife loves me so much.
Yeah, I figured that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's a trickle down effect. So you put this race into effect. You took this idea, you put this in effect. You invite these guys. You know what I mean? Like we were all scared we wasn't going to get invited to the World Series Pro.
You
Mod
weren't
first.
scared.
I know, we were scared. Yeah, it's Steve.
You
Were you not a
weren't
little
scared.
worried? Steve, were
I
you
was
worried?
one of the last ones, but yeah, I was
Yeah,
worried.
exactly. So we're a
put a-
little worried
I put a
about not
video
getting
on
invited.
you,
To,
but I
but
can-
listen, so it's a trickle down effect because then we go to this badass race that you got. Okay, well this brings sponsorship. I've got a sponsor who only wanted to sponsor me for the first 3 DI races. That's it. He didn't want to sponsor me for any other races, just those 3 DI races. So that's a trickle down effect. That helps out the racer. And if these racers are not taking advantage of this situation, then it's their own fault. Even if you're a good or a bad racer, these guys can go in here and you can say, hey, look, I'm going to go be a part of, we're going to see 20,000 people 4 times, you know?
And you're going to run for $1 million. I tell
Right.
you, you know, we've had a lot of, you know, the social media fodder of like, nobody's going to win that. It don't matter. The fact that my guys, it's possible in having that carrot dangle out there. I'm telling you, that's why Ford's calling, right? Like, because all of a sudden the prize money, even if it takes us 2 or 3 years, or maybe it never happens, I would argue that I would not be shocked if it did happen at some point. But like we saw Ken Cartuccio win 12 rounds of racing last year.
Absolutely.
It's going to take 15 to win $1 million. So it's not impossible. But I will tell you that it's changing the conversation. Like I've been doing this. It's hard to admit, but like Drag Illustrated has existed for 20 years. I started Drag Illustrated when I was 21 years old. And it's like, here we are 20 years later. And for those entire 20 years, I've heard racers like, especially in the NHRA and whatnot, like talking about payouts kind of like you're almost embarrassed to do it.
Yeah.
Like, because you'll have someone say, how much do you guys spend to go racing, right? You'll meet some complete stranger and you tell them like, shit, man, I got $500,000 wrapped up in this Pro Mod car. And then you tell them that you're running for $5,000. Right. And they kind of look at you like you got 3 heads. Right. And even if no one wins it, it's about changing the conversation around drag racing and letting people know that we're playing for real here. These guys are racing for life-changing money. Yeah, it's going to take a Herculean effort to pull that off, but simply having that carrot dangling out there, to me, it changes the way people interpret our sport. And I think that I want you guys to be able to walk out into your regular lives and be chest out that you're a Pro Mod racer. We're out here. There ain't no higher level of drag racing. There ain't nowhere in the world that you can go run for even the chance of $1 million in a heads up drag racing car. And I mean, even all the $1 million bracket races and all the different things, it's all based on a math model, right? It's really not that much different. But I think that's, to me, I feel like we've changed some of the conversation around our sport is that this is the major leagues. This is the highest level that exists. And I mean, to me, it's an absolute dream come true. Like, because here at the end of the day, dude, I'm a fan. I mean, I grew up racing with my dad every weekend and I've raced some myself, but like, I've never let myself shake loose of the fact that I love this shit. I love this group of people. I love being at the racetrack. I love the smell of tire smoke. I love the smell of VHT. Like, I want to be there. And I love what our sport represents. These are guys and girls. They're getting after it, doing it themselves. Most of these, a whole lot of our, racers and racers around the world work on their own stuff, do it themselves, drive all night through the, twisty, turny, windy roads, trying to get to the next drag strip, sleeping in the bed of their truck. Like, I just think it's a great representation of America.
That's
you know,
right.
and
here's the one thing, Wes, so that from my perspective, because I don't have a lot of sponsors, Jason, and we talk about the money. In our instance, and I think it's a lot of guys, Tidwell and a lot of these other guys, it's the competition.
100%.
Okay.
right? We show up there, you're going to race the best 80, 70 cars, whatever, 90 cars are going to be there in the world. And, you know, if you beat all them, that's
I had a
70.
conversation with a guy this morning that is a late addition. We had a driver that I had penciled in, um, a relationship driven thing. And I get a lot of questions about like who gets invited. And like, I've been in this space a long time, right? 20 years. I've been doing this for a living. So you build a lot of bridges over the course of time. Like Jason, like before I knew you, I knew your dad. Like we talked
Yeah.
all the time. I was a
Yep.
punk ass kid, proud to be on the phone with Bob Harris,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, I remember back when the PDRA was launched, we built the website for like
Yep.
however many 12 years ago. My company built the PDRA website. Like we've been doing this. And I've always looked up at this group of people with like wide eyes, just like so proud of it. But it's to think about how far the visibility has come and that level of competition. Cause I mean, I'm sure you remember some of those early NHRA, early ADRL. I mean, dude, it was a pretty big deal to see two cars make the trip side by side.
Oh yeah.
Like just see two cars go down side by side. Now we see cars go down welded together, races decided by a thousandth of a second. So I was talking to a late edition this morning. We had another driver penciled in and there's some conflicts of schedule and whatnot. So there was an opportunity for a big time NHRA driver to come in and fill that spot. And he was talking to me, asking me questions. He's never run the Winter Series before. He's not been a part of any of our events. And he goes, well, the way this has been described to me is that we should feel like we won Indy if we qualify. And I said,
That's true.
dude, it gives me chills just hearing that out loud, but I think that's accurate. And I'm not trying to take shots or diminish, obviously you can't diminish the historical significance of the NHRA US Nationals, but to have a competitive environment where you're going to have 80, 90 of the baddest people walking the planet, the best equipment money can buy. And think about the economical impact of that. Like that's how you get Jerry Bickle race cars to agree to give a free car.
Yeah.
Because 90 Pro Mods, that represents like $50 million worth of movement in the space. I mean, that's insane. And that's not talking spares, trucks and trailers, parts and pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of money worth of equipment on the property down there. So if you're in those top 32 spots, you've done something very few people in the sport of drag racing have ever done. There's never been anything as competitive as this ever in drag racing history.
I've been in a lot of finals. I've been in a lot of championship finals. I've been in a lot of finals for a lot of money, bracket racing, pro mod racing. The most nervous I've ever been in my entire life was round one, the first World Series of Pro Mod. That is the nervous. I've never been that nervous in my life. And
I felt like that Saturday night in qualifying. I'm just saying, because I was like close to the bump. So I was scared to death.
I mean, qualifying doesn't bother me because you're going to do your best you can. And if you get in, hey, you in, you do the best you can. But dude, when you make it the first round and you're sitting up there on Sunday morning and the track's changed and everybody in front of you's knocking tires off, guys that are winning ain't supposed to be winning, dude, it's the most nerve-wracking thing you'll ever be in your life because you've spent this whole week in this whole culmination of this great thing, and it comes down to a split second.
Or a part failure. I mean, we saw that happen to you last year, Jason, where it's like, I shouldn't be saying this, but like internally we're all going, Jason, it's his day. Like it's feeling like it's his day. You know what I mean? Like we were all talking about it, and it's like this guy's never not in the mix.
Yep.
Shit's flying. Like he's the guy. He's him. And then you have a unexpected part failure, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like there's nothing you could do about that, right? And an infinite amount of preparation or whatever. But that's what makes drag racing great, man. And it's just I'm so proud of this group of people, man, because I just saw a comment here, like a guy saying the thing I appreciate the most about the Winter Series and Pro Mod in general is how cool each racer and team are. And I feel the same way. Like I walk through the pits and it's like a family reunion in every 53-foot trailer. It's like the greatest people. I feel blessed to operate in this space. Like, sure, there are some guys that are a pain in the ass. There's some guys that are, a little, harder to deal with than others. But by and large, this is one of the most incredible groups of human beings that I've ever had the opportunity to be around. And I feel lucky because I don't think this exists everywhere. Like I've never coached a pro sports team. I've never put on an NFL game or whatever. But like when I look at the caliber of humans and the people and their families, I mean, you were just talking about Maddie racing
Yep.
with his dad, the Franklins,
Yep.
father, son, like, or father, daughter, son-in-law, all these, I mean, you and your dad, I mean,
Yep.
like all of it, doesn't this feel special? Am I crazy? This feels special. It feels
Yep.
special.
I mean, just this race coming up has been, I mean, everywhere I go, that's all I hear, even locally here, and
That's awesome, man.
it's crazy that to even say that, but it is
Well,
something.
we appreciate
storm.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Wes. We're going to have to get off here, man, but I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in a week, buddy.
We'll see you in a week, man.
Yep.
I will tell you what. Happy Thanksgiving. You guys be safe. And I'm telling you, Bradenton is burning. Somebody call 911 now because that place is never going to be the same come the first weekend of December. Snowbird Outlaw Nationals presented by Motion Raceworks. We are bringing the biggest names, the baddest cars, the toughest competition that has ever existed in the sport of drag racing. Everybody who's anybody is going to be at one place at one time, and we're going to get to see who's who.
Thanks, Wes. Appreciate it, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all.
We're going to. What are you going to do, Jason? You going to go down there to qualify number one and win, or what are you doing?
You know what? Now that you say number one qualifier can win a Jerry Bickle chassis, you can go down there just to do that and come home with, more than you would if you won, all three of them. So, well, no, you get $1 million if you win all three of them. But I'm just saying, if you won one and, messed up at one. Yep. Some Ford Mustangs going around by me at like 100 mile an hour outside. I could hear them.
Right.
You want to go to the racetrack.
I get it.
Guys, we really appreciate it.
It's a lot on the line down there.
It is. Guys, we really appreciate you joining us tonight. Me and old Big Dummy here, we kind of put this thing together thinking it would just be a bunch of guys talking crap on here. But, Boosting Bullshit's been a big part of me and Steve this year. Don't forget the Palooza will happen Monday. We're going to have a lot of drivers in and out on Monday coming up. It should be really interesting. We got Swanstrom, we've got Murder Nova, we got Haney, we got so many guys I can't even name them all. They're going to be coming in and out. You can ask them questions, same thing. Anything you want to get up with me and Steve about, you can hit us up on Facebook, Pilot Racing or Party Time Racing. Another Boosting Bullshit presented by CJW. What can I say? It's over with. The fan show. We're going to do this again some other time, but any of these guys listening, many thanks been the best Monday I've had all week.
Who would ever thought that, dude?
Yeah, I know. So
you think this bullshit session was good? I think this one coming up at this race.
It is.
Those guys, there's liable to be a little bit of bullshit flying around with a little boost.
It's going to be crazy. But guys, again, really appreciate it. We'll see you in Bradenton. Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Don't do anything Steve wouldn't do. If you do, call the law.
Call the law. 1 week away, boys. Bradenton, Florida.
Yep. We'll see you then. All right, guys.